Today I want to talk about your human right. You know, it's an old thing, the human right. We have a period in the history of mankind. We call it Enlightenment, or in German, we call it Aufklärung. And in this period of mankind, people, at least in Europe, get awake. And one sentence of Immanuel Kant is very important. He said, dare to think by yourself. Habe den Mut, selbst zu denken. Until then, the priest told people, oh, God has said like this. It was medieval. And now they started with Rousseau and with Voltaire, that they say, oh God, there was a God, but then he got back a little bit by himself and said, man, think by yourself, do what is to be done. Because we had cruel situations on this planet Earth. In Europe, I can only talk about Europe. There was a king, and he could torture the people, and the priests could say, and in 1500 even, they said, okay, give me some money, and we forgive you your sin. And Martin Luther was one of the guys who said, I don't like this. He was a monk, and people liked a lot of people liked his attitude to read by yourself the Bible and not listen to the church when they make stupid things. And in about 1700 and in the 18th century, people in France, a lot of people started to think by themselves and the rights of people. And if people don't like this king, they can make revolution. That's a right of the people. He has to be a good king, otherwise you can make revolution. And they did. It was very famous, the French Revolution, it started in 1789. And in this period, the thinkers thought about how to live together. And they said, okay, we can make a state, but it's we make a contract. We make an agreement. There's a state. We agree. What do we want? We want a republic. We want a kingdom. And all is our agreement. We are the real boss by ourselves. So, and it continues, and Napoleon was a man who realized these ideas in Europe because he conquered. He takes the French people and made strong armies, and he was a long time great Caesar even. In 1805 he took a crown, set himself on that, and then he was a Caesar. And then later we made a lot of wars. The First World War, you know, the Second World War. And the most important consequence of the Second World War was to found the United Nations and to declare human rights on the 10th of December 1948. And I think you should at least know 2 articles of the human rights. It's your rights, and the first is very famous, you know it maybe, and I will read it for you. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. they are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood. So look it in internet again or listen to it again and try to learn this first article by heart. This is your exercise, this is your task for today. It will also train your brain. Okay, thank you for today. See you tomorrow.